Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Trimco number 7285 CUST. It means a custom 7285 is what it means. And this is the 7285, which is generally just a doorstop and holder, but this custom version is a double bail and hook scenario. Two bails. I don't know how these retainers get the name bail, except that, you know, it will. I would say that the shape of the item would be something that might strike you to think of a bail, as it might pertain to you might have, you know, a farming sort of application might come to mind, as it does to me. An attachment for a piece of farming equipment, a bale, might be where this comes from. I don't know how they named it, but that's what they did. Shown in the satin, the satin stainless steel, double hook. Obviously, here the double hook. Here's one, and there are two that you will get. The other's in a separate package, so I've removed one from the packaging for us to review. And I think where you're going to use this with great success is an application where you have maybe a school and you have two pair of doors. You've got the doors over here, then you've got the doors over here. You want those double bails in the center so as to be able to keep both of those doors open. An application recess, when all the children are coming back in at the end of recess, the doors are usually held open. Sometimes by a person or maybe a piece of hardware. Obviously non-fire rated is where you would use a manual holder like this. And let's get a little closer look. This is an absolute custom from Trimco. This is something that I've only seen, I don't recall the last time I've seen a double bail version of their 7285 holder. This is going to feature an Allen head drive with a double expansion sleeve anchor here. Okay. You'll have the architectural metal collar that will cover all of it. And your look is going to be like that. Now I've noticed that one of these bails is quite loose. The other they've installed so that it is a, I would call it swing free in the sense that you can make it move, but it stays in position. So normal operation might be something just like that, because I don't think you want to have that hanging over for the door to hit it. So you might be leaving it in that sort of position. Now, this client ordered the 630 stainless steel. This can be ordered in any finish. Obviously, polished can be done because it's stainless, but you can do this in a brass-based material as well to give you a polished brass, satin bronze, oil rub bronze, satin chrome, polished chrome, and because it's Trimco, they possess the ability to make this into any finish that you really need. But I would imagine you're probably going to be looking at a stainless steel, a 630 or a US 32D finish. The most durable of all natural finishes. Let's go over some dimensional properties. And there is a link below this video to a document called Cut Sheet, but that only shows the single version. The difference will be is that they've kind of spread the difference on the two bails over so as to fit two of them into the installation. And let's get some basic dimensional properties. They've got 2 15/16 from one bail over to the edge of the bumper, and I'm coming up with something very different. 3 9/16. And that's really going to be a result of the fact that this is really custom made. And overall, of the bails, about 4 7/8, or 4 13/16. And so remember, let's go to the inside. About 4 1/2. 4 1/2 inch. Let's remember 4 1/2. Then from the edge of the door to where the bail is going to engage, I would say that you're going to be at about 13/16. maybe 3/4. So you've got 4.5 on the inside, plus the dimension to the inside of the hook, 3/4 to the edge of the door, times 2. So 1.5 plus that 4.5 inch. You're going to need, you know, 6. If you want those doors at 90 degree, you'd have to have that 6-inch dimension between the doors. And want to point that out because it might be important. Installation of this material is going to be with this 5/16 anchor bolt that's here. There is the cut sheet does not tell us the drill size, and my guess is it's 5/8. I just don't remember. Let's get the caliper here and double check the outside dimension of the anchor. Yeah, 5/8. I would be drilling a 5/8 hole to get this anchor seated. The caliper is telling me it's 0.61 inch. So that is basically 5/16. So I would drill that 5/16 hole. I would very carefully get that set down into the hole. Don't know that I'd want to tap on that very hard. Obviously, before you put that down, do make sure this sleeve is going in first. From what will be the ground for a depth, you can see you're about 1 7/8 inches there. So be mindful of how deep you have to drill the hole. The hooks are going to come with machine screws. Obviously, they're planning on you installing this down to a metal door that you'll drill and tap. If you need wood screws, indicate that in the comment field so the factory knows what would work best for your installation in terms of that. Now, a diameter of the decorative collar, about 1.75 inches. A diameter of the stop itself, kind of gauge that there on the camera, at about 2 3/8, I'd say. Maybe, yeah, 2 3/8. Thickness of that bumper, and I'm holding it upside down, obviously, 3/8 of an inch. The bales are I'm going to say that they're stainless. They're certainly non-ferrous. A little bit of steel inside of the anchor. The spring that's in there is ferrous-based, but everything else appears to be stainless. The hook, I don't know that it's stainless. My guess is that this is brass in a plated finish. That's my guess, because it has a lacquer on it. So I would say that this is brass in a satin nickel type finish with a lacquer over it. Screws are definitely steel. That's a good thing in the sense of, you know, making a more robust type of screw. Now, looking at the technical drawing that they've got, you know, we're good on all of the dimensions except the bail. We're clearly going to be more than the 2-inch that they've prescribed for the center line of the stop to the end of the bail. We're coming up in a much larger dimension. You know, we're pushing 2 3/4 on that sort of dimension. Stand by. About 2.5, forgive me, from the center line to the edge of the bail. And that exhausts everything that's on that drawing. That's 15 years old, forgive me, 25 years old. Nothing else on the extended description that we've not covered. So the bottom line is, if you have an unusual circumstance where you need to put 2 doors together in a held open position, and they come to each other, like you would have in a school application where you've got 2 pair of doors, and those center doors, you know, you have the option, I suppose, of installing 2 individual units, or you might go with something like this that will give you that functionality. Finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page. There you can pull up not only all of the Trimco products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. If you have any questions on the Trimco, this is their part number 7285-CUST, double bail hook, door holder, or any other Trimco product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.